The flying red leaf. One blustery morning, Tommy the worm peeked out of his tunnel and gasped. A bright red leaf zipped past his face, spinning and gliding like a kite in the wind. "Whoa," he said, blinking. "That leaf can fly." Tommy squinted up at the sky and watched it swirl like a little red bird. It looped over the sunflower patch, dipped near the daisy garden, and then disappeared behind a mound of moss. Without a second thought, Tommy wriggled up from the soil. "I've got to catch it," he shouted. "That's the coolest leaf I've ever seen." As he squiggled past the sunflower stems, he bumped into Niko the Newt, who was sunbathing on a flat stone. "Chasing flying things again, Tommy?" Niko asked, peeking over his sunglasses made of beetle shells. "This time it's a flying leaf," Tommy said. "It zoomed right past my tunnel." Niko grinned. "Flying leaf, huh? I saw something red drift toward the bean vine. I thought it was a butterfly doing tricks." Tommy wiggled faster. "Thanks, Niko." Next, he zipped under the tall bean vines, where Willa the Water Strider was skating across a puddle like it was her private dance floor. "Willa," Tommy called, "did you see a red flying leaf?" Willa twirled once, then bounced on her long legs. "Sure did. It landed on a daisy, then caught the wind again and floated over the berry bush." "It's still flying?" Tommy cried, amazed. "Thanks, Willa." He raced toward the berry bush, dodging ants, skipping over twigs, and zooming through a patch of dandelions. At last, near the base of the bush, he spotted a flutter of red up in the branches. But it wasn't a leaf. Perched on a branch was Tango the Tanager, a bright red bird with sleek black wings, grooming himself in the breeze. "Excuse me, Mr. Bird," Tommy called. "Did you happen to see a red flying leaf?" Tango tilted his head and let out a chirpy laugh. "A red leaf? That wasn't a leaf, little worm. That was one of my tail feathers. The wind tugged it right off and sent it spinning." Tommy's eyes widened. "A feather? I chased it all the way from the sunflower patch." "Well now," said Tango, smiling, "any worm who chases a feather across half the garden deserves to keep one." With a graceful flutter, Tango plucked another red feather and dropped it gently in front of Tommy. Tommy picked it up carefully and tucked it around his red bandana like a cape. The tip fluttered in the wind. "I love it," he squeaked. "Now I can fly too. Well, kind of." Tango chuckled. "Fly in spirit, my friend." Tommy waved goodbye and wriggled home with the feather trailing behind him. As he zipped through the garden, his friends peeked out from leaves and roots and flowers, calling out, "Look, it's Tommy the Flying Worm." "Go, Tommy." "Nice cape." And from that day on, whenever the wind picked up, Tommy didn't just chase leaves anymore. He soared. The end.